What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. I know us Chargers fans are down bad. To put it simply, it was a hell of a game. I don't think the Chargers really deserve to win after how they played for like 80% of the game. That's my personal stance. So I'm going to talk about why they didn't deserve to win and like some things that are towards the future we should think of them as bright spots. But before I get into my rant, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. All right, so gonna start off. Biggest reason I was pissed off this game, Kenneth Murray, number 9 linebacker on the Chargers, worst linebacker I've ever seen. Worst game I've ever seen out of a linebacker ever. The dude gave up big play after big play after big play after big play over and over and over again. And I'm mad at him for allowing that to happen. And then I'm also mad at the coaches for keeping him in the game. We normally run dime packages, which is, you got more safeties and more corners on the field, and then like one linebacker, maybe two, depending how you're doing it. We normally have Kaiser White be that guy, and he's been great at it all season. And then now all of a sudden we're going to put Kenneth Murray in there, and it was the worst product that you could have put out there. I feel bad for Derwin James because he was having to clean up after every single mistake that guy made. It killed us down the stretch, and I think it just gassed the team in general. It's deflating when you have somebody that is just a super weak link on the defense or anywhere on offense too. It sucks when you have that. Kenneth Murray, I hope to God you practice over the offseason or something and figure it out, because that was the worst linebacker game I've ever seen. Chargers fans, let me know how you feel about his performance if you were paying attention to it, because if you didn't notice it, then I don't think you were paying attention. The fourth down calls in the beginning of the game, I'm on board with us going for it no matter where we're at. I'm cool with it under one circumstance, and that circumstance is that Justin Herbert is the one that is in charge of where the ball is going. And you see why that's a good idea when you're in the fourth quarter and in overtime when he's converting every single fourth down. They converted 6 fourth downs. That hasn't happened in 30 years. That was insane. But in the beginning, I forget which quarter it was, but they were on their own 18. We decided, hey, let's run into a brick wall that we ran into on the previous play instead of giving it to our quarterback that we've turned a gangster, a baller, an MVP, all these other things, because he is all of those things. Why are we not giving our best player the ball to make the best decision with it? Makes no sense. I was pissed off with that coaching. I was pissed off with leaving Kenneth Murray in the game just to make mistake after mistake after mistake. Michael Davis was playing horrible. I know we don't have a lot behind him anyway, so I understand him being in the game. I didn't like a lot of things that was going on there. They were only in that game by the grace of Justin Herbert being an absolute monster and a top 5 quarterback. My stance on that has not changed. He is top 3 or 4 in my opinion, and he proved it. The guy had to throw like 70 passes for them to have a chance. And one of my theories from the beginning, or not beginning of the season, but earlier in the season, was that if Justin Herbert, and I said this in another video, if Justin Herbert's not perfect, they don't have a chance. He wasn't perfect in the first 3 quarters or so. And as you see, somehow they had one towards the end, but I was not enthused with the overall team around Herbert. I thought the receivers were very poor for most of the game. Eckler was pretty good on a couple of his passing plays and a couple runs, but once again, I don't really know if he's that between the tackles guy that you give the ball to 25 times. He was good no matter my piece on that. But I felt like the only guy that really, really like deserved to win on the offense was Herbert. I feel like he was the only guy that like gave them a shot to do it. Defensively, the only guy I was really on board with was Derwin James. He was the only one that I saw making basically every play. Uchenna had a good game, but Derwin all over the field as he always is. I feel bad for him because now we're back to the offseason, and he had a fantastic season. He should be an all-pro in my opinion, possibly comeback player of the year. Maybe that goes to Joe Burrow, but regardless, Chargers fans, let me know how you're feeling about like going into the offseason, what you think of this season, because I think when we actually look back at it, they might have had too high of expectations after the way they started the season, because really the only changes they had were they got an all-pro center, they drafted a left tackle, and then defensively they brought in Asante Samuel. They didn't really bring in anybody on defense to really revamp that. So And if I'm missing somebody, please say it in the comments, because flame me all you want. But I can't think of anybody else on the defense. The defense maybe had like 5 players that were worthy of being starters: Bosa, Nwosu, Kaiser, Derwin, and Asante Samuel Jr. Those are the only guys that I think are like legit starters. The other guys are fringe starters or should be backups. So I hope in the offseason that they focus a lot on the defense and revamping that, because obviously the offense can put up points and the offense can keep up. So they really need to give that, they need to bolster that defense so that we don't have Derwin chasing every player on every play, trying to make a tackle to save the team. And then Bosa needs help on the pass rush, because he was, other than Nwosu, he was basically the only guy that ever got anywhere near the quarterback. And I think that's an indictment of the way the defense was constructed. But the good thing is Chargers got like 90 million in cap, I think. I don't remember what the exact number is, but they got a lot of money to spend. So there's a lot of room to revamp the roster and bring back a team that is much, much better than this one. And that's saying something, because this team, I thought this team was good enough to be a playoff team. I thought they had enough talent to do it, because the offense was, you know, when you have a top 5 quarterback, you almost are always a playoff contender. That's usually how that goes. So I think that they've got a really good chance to come back next year and be a real legit force. But it depends what they do in free agency. It depends what they do in the draft. I think Chargers fans are going to be very down on them after losing tonight on a last-second field goal. But I think we shouldn't be. I think we should be very proud of some of the players and some of the pieces that we have, because they are legit starting star pieces. And we have a beast of a quarterback. The guy is top 3 or 4. And it's beautiful to have that, because, you know, if you put the right team around him, you're going to do just fine. And if you don't believe me, watch the fourth quarter, watch overtime, because all the proof is in the pudding right there. Coaching, hopefully they learned from their mistakes. I think that they were kind of doing that as the season went on, but you know, you can only work with what you have. I hope they revamp the linebacking core, because Kaiser is one of the only guys that I really trust as a linebacker. So I hope they bring in somebody that can really bolster that unit. And then I think they need another corner. And I think they, like I said earlier, they need a guy opposite of Joey Bosa in a pass rush, or maybe a D tackle that can bring pass rush from the middle, because they don't really ever get that. But all in all, it's a really tough way to end the season. Chargers fans, let me know in the comments how you're feeling. I think I already said it, but let me know how you're feeling. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you enjoy this kind of sad, depressing content, please like the video. I am done here. Sad and depressed. Peace.